everybody. My name is Ahmed Osama Saleh Ahmed from grade 11B in Cedar International School, and today I will be talking about a field trip that was organized by the Boys Section Administration, in which we took it all the way from our school to University of Business Technology, also known as UBT. UBT is very excellent in its communication and advertising system, and it's also very good in its engineering. So first off, to begin with, first we went to school and we took the first period as normal until we got hit with a beautiful surprise that led us to go to UBT. So first we went to the soccer field to gather up, and we went in a line, in which we took it to go inside a luxurious bus that would suit up to 50 people. It was very comfortable for a ride that would be 4 to 5 minutes all the way to UBT. Then once we have arrived, we got off the bus and they handed us papers that we had to take that would put our social media handles and our name and our email and what we wish to do in the future for our profession. So we filled in those papers, and it turns out those papers were for them to register us for contests, and maybe they would give us prizes. So once we have filled those up, we got off the bus and we were greeted by our tour guide. So the tour guide, he introduced himself, and he was very loud and clear. His voice was well spoken and he was very understanding. And he showed us around the school and told us like what this place used to be and what this place used to be. For example, he told us that their parking lot, the one we were faced, used to be a soccer field. And then he started off by showing us the engineering section of the university. So we go to engineering. So we go off and we start off by going to the engineering section of the school. And the university has a very good university system. So first off, it starts off by taking us to a lecture that taught us through what they do in the university, in the engineering section, and what courses you take and how many compartments are in the university for engineering, and what we need to do to get to engineering, and what much we can get for pretty much how to apply to the school. And he showed us around. They took us on a tour around their trips and around their studios and where they would work and their experiments, and they showed us their classrooms for the engineering section. And then after all that, he took us all the way to the communication and advertisement section. The advertisement section and communications, it was very well done. One thing that they took us to a lecture to teach us. They separated us into two groups, and they showed us the different trips they took and how they are the first ever studio in Saudi Arabia and the first ever university that has a studio in their school. And they showed us the programs. The computer labs were well equipped with iMacs, and the studio is well equipped with the most up-to-date technology that is used today. And they showed us around, and they showed us like the classrooms in the communication system, and they showed us all of that. And then after we finished from that, they took us straight away to the law school. For the law school, it was very well done. It was very well made. It was pretty much, you could say, pretty luxurious and one of the best, guess you could say, as it makes you as one of the best law schools or law departments in the whole country of Saudi Arabia. So they took us to a lecture, same thing for each department. They took us into a lecture and we sat down, we listened to their whole speech. They told us about what they were doing before they went to the school, what their grades, how they applied, how they got in, and they showed us the prices for everything. And then we go in and they split us up again in two groups, and they take us through tours and they tell us like things they do. For example, law school, they tell us they have to study all these laws for them to be like a lawyer and all that. And then after all that, the tour guide, he took us all around to the recreational facility. The facility for recreational center, it was very, very, very well done. Probably one of the best you'll ever see. It has a huge soccer field. That's 11 versus 11, which is probably the biggest size pitch you can find today. And it also has bowling arena. Also has billiardo and ping pong, and has a basketball court and all of that good stuff. So he took us around that tour and all that, and inside the recreation system there's also a gym. So you could be playing like in the school in your free time. You could be going to the gym, you could be playing soccer, you can be playing billiardo, ping pong, any of that. So in the school, like, you have a lot of good free time. And then after he finished all that, he showed us the restaurants in the school. In the school, the restaurants were, I guess you could say, pretty average, as they showed us like it's like a normal cafeteria. Like it would sell burgers, pizza, fries, chicken fingers, chicken nuggets, and all that stuff like that. But nonetheless, the food was actually pretty good. So after he finished all that, we went around the back, and he talked about the history of the school, when it opened, and how he, like tour guide himself, applied for the school, and he told us the difficulties and good things that happen, and he even gave us some tips on what to do once we get in the school. So for example, he said put easy classes with hard courses to raise your average. Like, this is one of the best tips that I've probably heard in university. Like, this tip could actually save your life as a student in a university. Second of all, after all that, they went around and they showed us like the extra stuff in the school. Like they showed us the stage they had in the school, the theater, and they even showed us some green screens for recording and all that. after we was finished with all that, we went back to the bus. The bus we went back to, like George's bus. And once we got back to the school, we went back to our classes, and we had around 2 hours left into the school time. So after we finished those 2 hours, everyone went back home. And I would just like to say thank you to all the teachers who were present there, Mr. Muhammad Hamid, school owner, and the boys administration for providing us with this very helpful and interactive and informative field trip that would really help us in the future for us in choosing our futures and our professions. It gave us an idea of what we would like to be once we grow up, and how we would work as a team, and how we would work in our professions. Thank you very much.